How you doing, YouTube family? Today is Thursday, July 24th, 2025. It's your man Big D, and I am back with another one. I want to thank all you good folk out there in YouTube land for continuing to rock out with my son and I. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Well, family, I'm back with another video. And in this one, I was over on the Anton Daniels channel, and he was reacting to a young lady that saw the need to come on these YouTube streets and broadcast to the entire world how easy it is to get up in them cheeks. That's right. This young lady came on these YouTube streets and she felt the need to tell all her business. She went on to say, you know what, family, how about we do this? I'm gonna go ahead and instead of me narrating it, let me go ahead and let y'all hear this just unsavory young lady.
How this Lakers player cheated on his girlfriend. So this happened back in January. I just got out of a breakup a few months prior, and I saw that there was a basketball game happening in Dallas. It was a Mavericks-Lakers game. So I googled the Lakers roster, and I went ahead and followed this one dude that stuck out to me, and that was super cute. At the time, he didn't have any pictures of him and his girl on his page, so I assumed that he was single. Why did this man follow me back right away? And he messaged me like, hey, are you living in Dallas or are you from there? Like, what's up? Where you stay? I was like, yeah, I live in Dallas. He was like, bet. He was like, I'm hopping on the plane right now. We're on the way to Dallas, but we play tomorrow night. But I gotta see you tonight. I'm like, okay, bet. He also said that he was gonna throw me some tickets to go to the game. I told him I'd probably just go alone, so he just sent me one. Later that night comes, he ordered me a black truck, and I went to the hotel that the Lakers were staying at. I was so scared to pull up to the hotel because one thing about players, if they're staying in a hotel while on an away game, there's gonna be security downstairs. Like, not everybody can just walk in the hotel. Why did I go in the hotel and I had to tell the lady his name, what room number he was in? I had to give her my ID, I had to give her my full name, I had to sign. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, like, this is a big footprint. I didn't think anything of it though. I just thought it was normal, like, you know, regulations. This was my first time meeting him, so whenever I got upstairs, I was super nervous, but everything was pretty cool, you know. At first, we were listening to music, we were talking, getting to know each other, you know. He was opening up, telling me stuff about his family. I know he was just making small talk. Also, I forgot to say, but he asked me if I wanted to spend the night with him, and I was just out of a breakup, so I was like, hell yeah. I think I was literally texting my ex on the way there, talking about I'm going out to the Lakers game tomorrow. He was over here like, who with? I'm like, oh, friend, whole time it's the player. Anyways, we're not gonna talk about that. After small talk, he changed the music, and I was like, okay, like, I gotta bust it open now. Sorry, TMI. He was super sweet, super respectful, but one thing I'll say was I really couldn't take it, literally and physically.
So let me get this straight. Ma'am, you a little whore. You hot in the ass. That little vagina just on fire, just flaming. So you mean to tell me that all it took was for you to kind of quasi not have a boyfriend? Because you know, I know you said you and your boyfriend had broke up, but really and truly, y'all still texting, going back and forth, and really and truly, you probably still letting your boyfriend blow your bike out, your ex-boyfriend, pardon me. You still probably allowing your ex-boyfriend to climb up in them nice soft red cheeks. So so the fact that you really single is under suspicion. But my thing is this. So it is so easy for all it take is some money. All it take is some money, and basically her little vagina was open for business. That's right, open for business. She didn't know this ball player from Adams Tomcat. But yet and still, I guarantee you that she did not, I'll say it again, she did not require that young man to wear a condom. That's just nasty. It'd be different if you had a history with this man. It'd be different if you and this man had been dating for a little minute and then you know what I'm saying, you let him run up in it without, you know what I'm saying, without no barrier. But you didn't do that. You literally only been knowing this man not even a good like 8 hours because you said you jumped into you look. It's crazy, and you know what's crazy, family? How this young chick just giving out the game. So she basically stalked this dude. She said she looked on the Lakers little roster and she saw who was met a certain criteria that she was looking for, and she said that particular dude shot him a DM, and he responded, and just like that, he was clapping them cheeks. Fast, not slow. So her little hot in the ass just don't even know this man. All she know is that he on TV. That's all that matter. That's all that matter to her. Nothing else matters. What man? What did you get out of it besides getting your little intestinal walls rearranged? Because as you just said, you could not handle it physically. So that just tells me that whoever this man is, he had a lot of meat. You had complications. But the fight is that you came on these internet streets to let everybody know that you can't handle much meat. That's right. She can't handle much meat. Look at her. Not a lot, just a little bit.
I'm not the type of girl just to be doing anything with anybody, you feel me? Last time I did something was something with my ex, so it really wasn't that enjoyable. It was
Yo, this is wild. This is just wild. Y'all shouldn't be trusting anybody at this point. I'm not even in a position to where I got to worry about it at all ever in life. And so I'm blessed in that way. But y'all shouldn't trust anybody. Listen to what she said. She said that she was talking to her ex while she was on her way to get basically black trucked over to the players hotel. Didn't take her out, didn't have to do none of that. She Googled. And here's the worst part about it. These women are now, well, they ain't now, ain't no now. They've been like this. This is just now getting exposed. They willing to talk about and expose. She's basically telling on the player, you can do process of elimination to figure out the player. And then they're not even ashamed about busting it open for a real one openly on the platform and telling you that they doing it. Diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. And it is insane. And so, if for the young guys, right? Because I know there's some younger guys that watch. There's also some people that got a lot of significant money that they running into with some athletes that I know. And I know that y'all check out the platform. Y'all DM me and everything like that. Let me just give y'all some insight, bro. You at the beginning of your career. Women have no problem whatsoever telling on you, doing a story time, looking for the clout, even if it's at their own expense, because there's going to be other women inside of their comments trying to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are food. Y'all mark. Y'all got to move differently. You got to move a little bit more professionally. You're going to have to grow the fuck up, even though you only a certain age, because they don't have no problem telling your business, ruining your relationship, ruining your situationship, messing up your endorsements, turning into a Mariah Mills for the Zion Williamson, and just messing up everything that you got, all of the motion that you got going on. I got to be careful, bro. It's so, and they for the streets, they for everybody. What you think that you the first person that she busted open for?
was just kind of like,
And let me say this. I agree with Anton because let me tell you, man, it's dangerous out here in these streets, man. Man, you got women out here, they little poo nanny is on fire. Herpes, the HIV, the ninja, and they don't have no problem with letting you sliding right on up in it with no forewarning, won't tell you nothing. Oh, by the way, I got something that I can give you. They ain't gonna tell you nothing. But the fight that she can just not even knowing a dude for a good 8 hours and get him some ass, that speaks volumes about her. That speaks volumes about her. That tells me that shit, she can be bald. And I'm pretty sure that her ex-boyfriend wasn't on the same level as this the little Laker player. So she don't have no problem. She'll give whoever some punani. Pookies, Ray Rays, on up to the superstars. Everybody in between can get some. So she got no morals, no respect for herself. And then coming on the internet and telling everybody about her little business, ma'am, don't you know this shit is forever on the internet? It ain't never going nowhere. And everybody who see you, oh, that's that little red chick. Oh yeah, man, yo, she'll get that little punani up. Don't take much.
Let's get to work. Get to work. So after that, you know, we just called it a night. He ordered some food. We just chilled, talked even more. And then early in the morning, he did tell me he had to get up and go practice. I expected just to stay at his hotel and then like a little bit before the game, like get dressed, go to the game, and then go home and call it quits after that. So we ended up falling asleep. The next day came. He had left and went to practice, and I heard like the door opening in the hotel, but I didn't think anything of it. I was fast asleep. Y'all, when I woke up, why did this man literally have flowers on the bed, and then he had like a card certificate to go to the hotel spa? I was like, hold on a minute. I might do this more often because, a date? A solo date for me? Oh my gosh, I love this. I love you already, literally. Like, I don't think I've ever had a player be like, oh, you can stay tonight and book me a spa the next day. Like, I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like true love. That sounds like true love. I'm so delusional. So I went to the spa. It was literally so much fun. I got drunk literally off of 3 drinks, but I was like, keep them coming, keep them coming. He had texted me to let him know whenever I woke up, and I did. And he was like, oh, you can stay at the hotel or like you can leave. It really doesn't matter. But he was like, let me know whenever you're about to get there and whenever you're about to leave, because sometimes my teammates are like on our floor. I was like, okay, bet. I ended up going home because I left a few makeup products at my house, and I needed to also get a Lakers shirt for the game because I didn't have anything. It's kind of ironic that I wore a Lakers shirt for this video, but anyways. So I get ready to go to the game. I go, and my tickets are super close. Like, I'm right behind the goalpost. I think that's what it's called. The player that I was with actually was injured, so he wasn't playing that day. Guys, why during halftime they were playing games and they were like pretty much putting a spotlight on people on the screen, and the spotlight landed on me and they moved me to court seat tickets. Y'all, I was on the court side acting a fool. I was yelling at the players, I need 3 more assists because I had placed a bet on my game. Like, come on, I need 3 more assists. So the game had ended. I went home. I literally had so much fun, like so much fun. Every time I go to an NBA game, it's always something new. Like, I have a blast. On the way home, he texted me like, it was nice meeting you. You know, we should definitely meet up if we're in the same city again. He was like, I saw you during halftime. He was like, I'm glad that you got a court seat ticket. Because I told him the Lakers was my favorite team. Whole time it was my ex's favorite team, and my ex was literally sick watching me sit courtside at a Lakers game because he's never been to one and he's from LA. So I go home, I go to sleep, don't think anything of it. The next morning I wake up and he's like, hey, we have another day here in the city, like we should link up, we should go do something. I'm like, okay, bet, let's go do something. I'm down. I love it all.
Now, Lil Mama must have had some fire ass box, boy. He trying to double back.
And he was like, I need to tell you something. I was like, okay, what do you need to tell me? Y'all probably know exactly where my mind went. I was like, oh my gosh, like, are you dirty? Guys, I was stressing because what.
Here's a question. Did you bust it down for a real one with no rubber?
Of course she didn't make that man wear no rubber.
Exactly do you need to tell me? We're strangers. We're strangers. Unless like it was like, oh, I fuck with you, you know, but it's like, come on. Guys, why was this man like, I'm in a situationship? And I was like, with who? I was like, oh, like you're just talking to somebody. He was like, no. I was like, oh, like you're just getting to know somebody? Like, I was like, I mean, you're not married, like, right? Guys, this man was literally like, yeah, I have a girlfriend. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, why didn't you tell me? Y'all, this man is like, well, actually, I proposed to her, but we're working on things right now. Like, you're working on things? Like, but we just, and you just, and y'all, but I was confused. I was so confused.
I'm amazed at how dumb the guys are nowadays, even with all of the information and the OGs and the mentorships and all of the situations that you've seen other people fall into, and how willing women are willing to just tell the story and just ruin their reputation. But I guess they don't care because it's always going to be another simp around the way. So I guess it all makes sense.
Y'all, my heart literally broke. I was like, what in the world? Like, what devilish activities did you just have me partake in? I'm over here thinking this is a single man.
Wouldn't have made a difference to you.
Man. Guys, he was like, I'm so sorry. He was like, I should have told you. But he was like, I just feel kind of guilty waking up this morning when I had such a good time with. Why are you still in my phone? Guys, so I went to his Instagram, I did some deep digging, and I find this girl's page. And when I tell y'all, I request her page because she was private, and whenever she accepted me, I'm talking about post after post. This man literally has a whole own highlight of his. And I'm just like, what in the world? So this girl never followed me back. She did watch my story that I was at the game and everything, but she never followed me back, and she never opened my DM. I messaged her, I was like, hey girl, are you dating this guy? That's
Now, why?
So here's the thing, family. And I'm gonna stop it right there. My thing is this: why is it that you let some stranger bust you down, beat you down, blow your bike out, but then you feel the need to go and try to sabotage whatever situationship or whatever he got going on? Really and truly, why can't you just enjoy the fight? Okay, you got the luxury treatment, you know what I'm saying? You got you some meat that you couldn't handle. And you know what I'm saying? He looked out. You know what I'm saying? He gave you the spa day treatment. So why can't you be happy with that? Then I don't know for the life of me why he felt like he needed to tell you anything about his situationship when really and truly, I mean, I just don't I just don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you know, hey, I don't know, family. Maybe that little box, she working with some some of that filet mignon. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Cause hey, some motivated him to double back and felt compelled to tell her that you know he had a lady that he had proposed to. So I don't know why he would even do that. But the fact is this lady had no problem with attempting to reach out to this man's his fiance or whatnot, to whoever the person is that he in this situationship is. You know, she done investigative freaking research to find out who this man is dating so she can try to light that shit up. Man, that shit right there is diabolical. Not only is she nasty, and whoever running across this one, I hope you are putting on a prophylactic because if not, you are rolling the dice. You are shaking hands with danger because seems to me this young lady don't have no problems with letting people get up in them cheeks with, you know what I'm saying, busting it wide open, no condoms, no nothing. Come on. Y'all already know what it is nowadays. Y'all already know how they moving, especially chicks like this who, you know what I'm saying, the little Instagram models. It's just diabolical the way that it's just you would think that these young men get to that level where they acquire all this money. You would think, and I know that they get mentorship and they try to tell these young men, hey, be careful with these women. These women, they'll mess around and they'll cause you to lose a lot of money. They'll end careers, but guess what? These naive men, no dick discipline. Every little thing they that want to bust it open for them, let them slide up in. They trying to go ahead and get at it. Man, when you get to be at a certain level, and you gotta understand that at the end of the day, they all do the same thing. They just do. When you break it down in the very anatomy of it, they all kind of do the same thing. They all, you know what I'm saying? Some may be a little snugger, some may be a little less snug, a little open, a little loose, whatnot. You know, but at the end of the day, they all kind of do the same thing. So at some point, you gotta say, man, you know, when is enough enough? You know, when is enough enough? Because to try to just be spreading your energy all over the place and spreading yourself thin, man, you're gonna be you just subtracting just years off your life. And that's a fact. And to maintain this, man, it's crazy. Just for this young lady to come on these internet streets, man, and just put her business out there like that is just phenomenal. But then to go so far as to contact this man's girlfriend to try to F they situation up, that's crazy. That's just diabolical. And you know, it's if you know if I'd have let the video play, we would have found out that the dude girlfriend, the ball player girlfriend, she was like, I don't care. Yeah, I know he probably blew your bike out. I don't care. Cause he proposed to me. You just a fling. And I already know what it is. You trying to blow my spot up so you can get on up in. So you can take my place. So, like I said, family, you have to be, you just have to look at these examples as to how modern women are moving. And it's a shame, but that's just the way those are just the facts. But what y'all think, family? Y'all think is damn man, man, she within 8 hours, with less than 8 hours, she was she was getting beat down. And as she said, he couldn't handle it. So whoever that was, man, he like shit. I'm gonna have to go back and double back and get some more of that. That thing was snug like a little bug in a rug, snug. Well, family, always remember, be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.